How's it going everybody? Really hyped intro there for some reason. I don't know. But this should hopefully be the last video of prepping the Cosy for going racing in 2 weeks. Because all I've left today is just fix out the bodywork at the front and a clutch cable. So surely I can get that done in this video, I would think. So I've already made up my mind with wings and what I'm doing. I've changed my mind since the last time again. I've taken the fiberglass wings off obviously, and I'm just going to leave them off. Just put steel wings on, and if they need a wee trim or that so they don't hit the wheels, we can always deal with that. And I'm just going to run steel wings on the front. Just saves any issues, and it saves me getting pulled up at scrutiny on the anything like that, which I really can't be bothered with. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. I've got one wing that came off the car that I've just taken the mud flap off of, and I've just filled in the holes now that where the mud flap was drilled on obviously. So I'm going to just go ahead and get that rubbed and just kind of start prepping that for paint. Alistair's going to paint them, and I've got another one that Alistair gave to me which needed a wee patch at the bottom of it done and a wee bit at the top just for the mount, because I've got no original mounts on the car. They were all changed for the fiberglass wings, so I just had to modify these wings just so they fit into the mounts. So I've already done all that. I've done the wee bits of welding that needed done. So I just need to, I did not pick my nose there just in case you're wondering, but I was scratching. I don't know if that looked bad. So I just need to rub them down, and hopefully Alistair will paint them in the next couple of days and I can get that on. And I just need to get a clutch cable and put that on. And that'll be this motor ready. And you'll not see this again probably until we're racing. So quite happy about that, actually buzzing. Can't wait to race again. Buzzing. So this is the one wing that Alistair gave us, which was obviously a wee bit rough. It's just been sitting about for a while, so I've had to just take off the mount that comes down the wing, just weld that wee bit of plate in just so that'll just nut and bolt on to where the fiberglass wings mounted. And it's obviously a bit rough, but it's alright, and I've just added a wee plate in there just because that was missing at the bottom there. Apart from that, it's actually in quite good shape, because other wings I had looked at were actually pretty bad. They look like cheap aftermarket type things. Instead of having like the bulge that a Cosy should have, it was kind of just flat here and just didn't look right. So I'm really happy that Alistair found this one. So I'll go ahead and just start prepping that for him. I take it will not be a final prep, he'll probably want to go over it again because I'll no do it right. But aye, hopefully he'll get them painted in the next couple of days. I'll just quickly give him a prep. I'll just video it and hopefully time lapse it, because I know I've not videoed a whole lot of what I've been doing recently. So aye. So I'm probably going to skip some of the time lapse because it's going to take a lot longer than I'm thinking to rub these down. But I have rubbed stuff down before. I just assumed it was going to be quick today for some reason, but obviously not. And I also dare say Alistair will probably want to go with them again, and my face is all red for that mask. I wouldn't normally wear a mask, but just I have become more safety conscious recently. Because usually I would just have went for it. Most people that know me would know that, but probably not else. Just pointing out in case anybody wonders why I was wearing a mask. I don't know if you would wonder that or no, but just in case, you never know. So I'm going to go ahead and just rub the rest of these down, and I'll probably catch yous when Alistair's back in the motor and ready to paint them. How's it going? It's probably about 3 days since I started this video. I don't actually know if I'll use the clips that I was going to use at the start. I don't know, we'll see what happens, I'll see how it looks. But basically I started videoing me working on the escort the other day. Again, I don't know, I'd not picked my nose, I was scratching. Started videoing me working on the escort the other day, just doing the wings and that, but I've actually just went ahead and got it all done. It's just, I've had a lot of stuff going on over the last week, so I've just, I've not really had a whole load of time to get in the motor, so I've only been getting like 10 minutes here and half an hour there and things like that, so I've not been videoing it, I've just been getting bits done and working away at it. But I've actually got the oil leak done, the clutch cable done, couldn't get a group A cable for it, I ended up just getting a standard one and then modifying it to take the adjuster on that. So it's a bit ghetto, but it's I wouldn't have it any other way basically. And Alistair painted all the wings for us yesterday, so I've just went ahead and fitted them and buttoned everything up. So that's it ready to go, that's it ready to race. We're racing, this is Saturday, you know, so we're racing a week today at Knockhill, Saturday and Sunday, and looking forward to it, buzzing man. So I'll just quickly show you the motor. The only thing that we've no put on the new is the indicators into the wings, but I'll show you why and I'll explain it. So that's us, wings on, and as you can see it's really close with the tyre and the wing, so I'm just hoping that doesn't rub. We rolled it as good as we could and we've pushed the wing actually out further than they would normally sit, just to give us a wee bit more clearance if it does compress right up in the suspension. We've got no indicators now, but I'm going to I think anyway, I'm just going to cut a bit of orange sticker and put it over that, just so it's looks like an indicator but doesn't get broke off, because I'm really bad for hitting this wing in this corner after one of the hay bales at Knockhill, and I don't want to be replacing that indicator every time I'm out basically. So aye, that's it all, and it actually looks good, it doesn't look daft, and I've just had to modify a wee bit here just to make it sit nice with the bumper. But aye, looks good as far as I would say anyway, and this side's just the same, still need an indicator, but I think it looks mint. Don't know, you guys can let us know what you think, but I think it looks really good. And aye, so that's it, ready to go, ready to race basically for next week. So, and as I was saying, I'm buzzing to race again, because this will be the first race I've done since like proper race. Obviously I've been at track days and stuff, and but track days just under the same, they're just no racing, if you know what I mean. You don't get the same buzz, and also some terrible lighting. I've also found that I don't really bother when I do track days anymore. I used to get really excited and that, but now I just go up and do it, and actually I've made a laugh just talking to people that are in the motor with me than driving. It's just no the same buzz as you get when you're racing. You don't have, I don't know, I just don't think you have the same adrenaline. I don't feel like you're on it as much either. I think basically because you can all overtake on the one side now at track days, you don't really feel like you're getting it 10/10. Whilst when you're racing, I like to push it on. I also don't like to push it too hard when I've got a passenger out of me, just in case I do have an off or a crash or anything like that. I don't want to be that guy. But when I'm in the motor myself, I don't care as much. So much prefer racing. So I'm absolutely buzzing to get back out. It's been far too long. It's just a lot more money than doing track days. So aye, doing that, and then I think there's a month to my next race after that, and then there's a couple in a row I'm sure, like down at Croft and also up with the Super Tourer with Alistair, and I'll be racing the same weekend in that at Knockhill, and I think all that's pretty close together, so that should be good. And I might do, well, I think I'm going to a track quite near us for the 4th day. I'll maybe even put the link to that in the description if any of you are wanting to go. It's obviously in Scotland, it's at Kames, it's really good. We always go down, it's always a good laugh, and it's quite cheap to get on track and all that as well, and it's only one car at a time out on track. It's like a sprint type thing, so just in case MD decides he's want to do that. And then I'm also wanting to try and go up to Forestburn with the car, which is another tight hill climbing type thing, which is in 3 weeks, but again it's really cheap. These things are only like £30 and £40 in that, so it's extremely cheap. There's no point there's no point no going basically, because it is just 20 minutes for the house and it's really cheap, and it'll be a good laugh, if you know what I mean. So I'm probably just going to end this video here, and I'm just going to shove the motor back in and leave it for a week, try and no touch it, because usually what happens is I'll get bored, start messing about with stuff, and then it's not ready for when I'm wanting to go racing. So I'll try and no touch it, and I'll just concentrate on getting Alistair's Sierra done and the Nissan as well. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I know it's probably not the best video I've ever made, and I've probably not really showed anything apart from me talking, but I hope you enjoyed it, and remember to like and comment and subscribe, and watch the video for next week. Thanks for watching.